The Eagles of Harding Charter Prep are the next team that your Broncos will have to face. I'll make sure I said that right. Actually, I need to make sure. I thought it's Harding Charter. Yes, Harding Charter Prep. Make sure I'm saying that right as much as I can. Harding Charter Prep. Make sure our scoreboards are all good to go so everything looks good. It's very important. Okay, now I think we're good to go. All right, so yes, Harding Charter Prep, the next matchup for your Lady Broncos here, the Eagles coming into town. Haven't seen much of them this year. Don't know a whole lot about this team, but I do know that they don't have a very big program. Harding Charter Prep is only rolling up with about 9 players, maybe 10. They've got to take on a Broncos team that is currently sitting at 3-0 in this invitational tournament on the back end of another doubleheader here. So let's see what the Broncos get going early, as it's Callie Gullikers opening this game up with a service ace for the women in purple. 1-0 Broncos. Harding Charter Prep has played the majority of their games on floor number 2 here today, floor B, if you will. I am really getting to see them for the first time. I know they were playing on an earlier game. I didn't get to watch much of it. McFall sends one over. Prep looking to return. Bad set, and no way to get that one back over the net. That was number 3, Avery Ramsey, who mishandled the set, 2-0. Yeah, not a big roster at all. A service error will give a point back. So the bleeding stops at only 2 points given up, 2-1. Here's the serve from Harding Charter, and again it is number 3, Avery Ramsey. The set in the middle, Saylor, the one to send it over. Whistle blown. Looks like they're gonna award the point to the Broncos. 3-1. Onto the floor, steps number 28, Vivian Flinton. Flinton, every time she's come on the floor, has had massive success on the serve. Let's see if she can keep this up. Harding Charter will get to play it. The Eagles are able to send one back over. Saylor sends it right back to them. Harding Charter has to send an easy ball over. Goal occurs. There's a set by Flinton. Saylor on the swing, and Saylor gets the kill. 4-1. Nice set by Flinton. That link up worked perfectly. 2-8, still back to serve for the Broncos. You're watching Bethany High Volleyball here on GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube and listening online on thegospelstation.com, Scroll Sports and Talk. We are live on Live 365. I want to thank everybody for tuning in so far. Brady takes a big swing there, and no chance to return that ball. 5-1, the Broncos go up even more. It's been a long day of volleyball, and after this, the Broncos will still have one game against Weatherford left to play, so we're not done yet. Thankfully, however, it's only 2 p.m. I was very afraid, and I mean very afraid, that we would not be getting that later game started until 7 or later. But playing best of 3 instead of best of 5 helps that out a lot. 5-2, the serve back with the Eagles. They get one that barely clips the top of the net and gets over. Reagan Meek on the attack, but her attack goes way too far. 5-3. Serving for the Eagles right now is number 5. This is Janiyah Cruikshank. Evan Saylor with the swing, attacking number 14, Isabella Ramsey, and she does find the kill. 6-3. The Broncos back up by 3. Seeing as how this is the Bethany Invitational, the Broncos have been defending their home floor this whole time. They've done a great job at it so far. Again, undefeated. They haven't dropped a set yet. They came very close to dropping a set in the last game we played against Chickasha High School. Set number 2 finished at 25-20. And Chickasha actually had the Broncos on the back foot for the majority of it. 7-3 here. Geisler to Flinton to Skylar Brady. Skylar Brady sends a fastball right at Nyla Jones, who was caught just a little bit by surprise. All laughs on the Harding Charter side of things. I don't know if you could hear that in the mic, but she takes that ball right off the chest and goes, ooh. Didn't know a ball could be hit that hard, but it can, especially when Skylar Brady's the one swinging. Service error makes it 8-4. Subbing onto the floor is number 8, Sasha House. Serves up. That comes from number 9, Rosalind Gregg. They set for Brady again. Gregg trying to get the dig. Can't come up with it. 9-4. Broncos looking to be the first to double digits here in this game. Stepping onto the floor is number 7, Kennedy Palmer, and number 6, Bella Huckabee. It'll be Palmer back to serve. Palmer swings and gets the service ace after the mishandled reception by the Eagles, 10-4. An update from the Oklahoma Sooners football game with 10:53 in the fourth as we head to a timeout. It is 42-3. Sooners on top over the Temple Owls. Much to no one's surprise, it's going to be a big win for OU. So let's send it to break. We'll be back shortly.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com.
We are back. There's the serve from number 7, Palmer. A nice ball sent over by the Eagles. Gets over the head of both Palmer and the Geisler. They'll pick a point back up, 10-5 now. That does allow the serve to come back to the side of Harding Charter. This is number 2, Winter Mangrum on the serve. She goes right at number 7, and that will be an ace for Mangrum. 10-6. Palmer, Geisler, and Meek stands up in the back courts. Huckabee, Flinton, and O'Hearn by the net. They go right at number 7, but this time she's ready for it. Huckabee with a nice swing, and Bella Huckabee picking up a kill, answering the Eagles right back and going right back up to 5, 11-6. Chloe Evans on the floor now. She and McFall step on. Evans will be back to serve. With a 5-point lead, Evans gets a low one over the net. Harding Charter somehow able to play it, but the ball sent back over by number 6, Nyla Jones, is going to be off course. 12-6. Bethany still on top. Harding Charter somehow got that back over on the serve. That was absolutely ridiculous. Bella Huckabee with the swing, blocked at the net by number 8. That was Sasha House. House trying to get another block, can't come up with that one. Harding Charter trying to find any kind of offensive success to end this rally in their favor. Palmer to Flinton, over to McFall. Kept alive on a nice dig. They go with the center dump. Oh no, and it does end up a Harding Charter point after an offensive miscommunication by the Broncos. Evans got the set, but didn't actually get out of the way in time for the swing from her outside hitter. That's funny. I can't say I've seen that one too much. Palmer to Flinton to Huckabee, but the Broncos unable to get it back over the net again. 12-8. The Eagles pull back within 4. Number 22, Emma. Oh, wait, hold on here. I think they awarded that point to the Broncos. I think they're going to say Harding Charter stepped over. 13-7 anyways. Saylor had to serve. And I guess the point will go to Harding Charter anyways. 13-8. They are able to pick one up. It just took a little bit longer. On the serve is number 14, Isabella Ramsey. Ramsey targets the Broncos libero. There's the set for McFall in the middle of the floor. Popped up with a nice dig from the Eagles. They'll give it to number 5 to send over. Now the Bethany's on the return shot. McFall with a light tap, blocked at the net. The Broncos keep it alive. Saylor sends one to the back court, and Saylor finds open floor. 14-8. Great awareness right there from Emma Saylor. She saw that the net defense was starting to get to the Broncos and said, well, I'm not even going to give you a chance to block this ball again. Kylie Gulliker is back to serve. She led off this game with the service ace. 6 pops it up. Harding Charter still playing. Knocked up in the air a couple of times. And Skylar Brady unable to get that ball back over off balance, trying to go with an awkward swing. 14-9. Another quick serve. Gulliker's there to receive. There's the set. They push to Brady. Break swings. Popped up, actually up here to me on our little media area, but either way, I wasn't able to play it, unfortunately, folks. I guess I'm not athletic enough sitting down in my chair behind this desk to go get that ball. Unfortunate. 15-9. Harding Charter was able to get an arm on the Skylar Brady swing, but they couldn't slow it down. Flinton on the serve. They go for the setter dump, but they're unable actually to get it back over the net. 16-9. Harding Charter hasn't had bad ideas, but their execution has been a little bit off here in set number 1. They're going for good decisions. It's just a matter of making it happen. Flinton's serve goes low. It is dug out by the Eagles. They'll return fire with an awkward shot of their own off balance, but they make it happen. Saylor with a nice swing out the middle. Popped up by the Eagles. Their return shot is blocked by Saylor right in the middle of the floor. The Eagles kept going to number 9, Rosalind Gregg. She could not find a way past Saylor. Flinton with a killer serve. Took a nasty angle there. Somehow Harding Charter will roll that one back over. There's the set for Brady. Brady swings. Brady with the kill. 18-9. The Broncos trying to find 20 points before Harding Charter even makes it to double digits. Onto the floor comes number 15. This is Mendoza. Mendoza at the bottom of your screen. Flinton attacking that far side again to number 6, Jones. Long swing, and that one well out of play. 19-9. The Broncos on top big. Flinton's on the serve. Looking to make things 20. That's popped up from 14, Ramsey. They go to number 6, Jones on the outside. Her swing dug out by number 1, Gullikers. That's Reagan Meek on the swing. And the whistle blown. Did they give that point to... They did. They gave it to the Broncos. 20-9. The Broncos do have 20 points before Harding Charter can find double digits. So far, dominance from this Broncos team. And Flinton just picked up a service ace. Multiple service aces for 2-8 today. 21-9. Flinton still back to serve. Sends a far one. That time it does fly a little bit too far. 21-10. Harding Charter will find double digits before this set ends. The Broncos now 3 points away as a service error gives a point right back. 22-5. Number 2, Gracie Geisler on the serve. Targets number 15, Mendoza. Here's the swing from number 9. Gregg can't find open floor. The set by Gullikers to Brady. Skylar Brady picks up a kill. 23-10. Harding Charter has not had a great answer for Skylar Brady swinging from the outside. Up 13, 2 away from a set 1 victory. Nice serve there. Harding Charter back on the attack. They send one to number 6. That was Jones. Jones' swing couldn't find open floor, but Brady's is able to. Set point for the Broncos as Skylar Brady picks up back-to-back kills here. Geisler's serve mishandled by Mendoza. That ace will wrap up set number 1. The Broncos get out to a 1-0 set victory with a final score of 25-10. You're watching Bethany High Volleyball here on GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. Thanks to all our sponsors that help make this broadcast possible, including Zaxby's, Chicken Fingers, and Buffalo Wings. Zaxby's is over at 5859 Northwest Expressway in War Acres. Call them at 405-603-8190. You can see their logo in the top left-hand side of your screen. Great chicken. Try their lemon pepper line. And Late Night Zax will keep the drive-thru open until 10 tonight. So, let's send it to break. We'll be back with set number 2 when we come back.
Your local health market agent.
Let's all really listen to what politicians say. Does it make sense? For instance, raising tax rates on large corporations. Sounds good. Then we remember, corporations do not pay taxes. They pass tax costs through to their customers. That means a corporate tax increase is a tax increase for everyone who does business with a corporation. That's a tax increase to every one of us. Dwayne McAnally Foundation.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service, in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
You're watching GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube.com. The Gospel Station Sports and Talk is proud to be the official broadcast of Bethany High School Athletics. If you're interested in joining the Gospel Station as a sponsor, email americasneighborhoodvalues@gmail.com. That's americasneighborhoodvalues@gmail.com. Go Broncos! As we get ready for set number 2, was a 25-10 set 1 victory for your Broncos over Harding Charter Prep. So far, the Eagles kind of outclassed in set 1. Let's see what they can come back with here in set number 2. They were able to find double-digit points, but that was all they were able to get to. Putnam City Original also lost their first set 25-10 to the Broncos. They played better in set number 2, but still ended up 25-12, a Broncos victory. So we've seen this story before. Let's see if the Broncos can keep it up. As we keep on here, remember Humidor Mexican Grill, a new Mexican restaurant at 5801 West Britton Road, just north of here, north of Northwest Expressway. Call them at 405-367-7274. And get yourself some good, authentic, delicious Mexican food when we're done here with this volleyball tournament. Skylar Brady with a nice swing to start things off. That just hit the top of the ceiling. And that point will be awarded Broncos. You know, somehow that is the first ball I have seen hit the top of this gym. In all the volleyball games I've been doing here, none of the other swings, receptions, nothing has hit the top of this gymnasium except for that one. Harding Charter throws one to the other side of the court. Here comes Brady again with the swing, blocked at the net. Goliker is able to keep it alive. This ball will be sent back over by Saylor. Great defense from the Broncos after the big block. 3-9 to the back corner, out of play. That was Avery, Ramsey, and Rosalind Gregg trying to team up to find a kill, but instead it's 2-0 Broncos here in set number 2. Ahern with the serve. The Eagles pushed it to the far side, but another miscue on the offensive side makes it 3-0. That ball was set right into the basketball rim that is on both sides of the floor here. All teams have had to deal with that, unfortunately. It's on both court A and court B as well. No one is going to escape that. 6 receives, 3 with the set. They go to number 2, Winter Mangrum, to send it over. The set on the Broncos' own side, and Skylar Brady able to easily find open floor. 4-0. The Broncos up 4-zip, looking to extend this lead. Garrett Ahern swings. See if the Eagles can find a point here, a much needed one. That swing came from number 2, that was Winter Mangrum. Brady rolls one over, and Skylar Brady's offensive success in this game continues. The Broncos now up 5-0. Hey, in October, on the 25th, from 5 to 8, the Bethany Fall Festival is happening in between Northwest 39th Expressway and Northwest 38th Street. Right up and down College Street in the city. All those vendors and stores right there are getting in on it, so there will be food, games, celebrations, and music. Something to mark down on your calendar. Emma Saylor with some good awareness at the net, displaying her volleyball IQ, 6-0, as she targets the perfect area on the floor, wide open, no one within 5 yards. That might be an overstatement, but that kind of gives you the idea of how open that was. Mangrum sends it over. Saylor with the dig. There's the set. They go back to Saylor. Saylor tries to throw it again. The whistle blown. Looks like they are going to catch Bethany on a two-hands call. That's how the Eagles find their first point of set number 2, 6-1. The serve is up from number 5. That's Cruikshank. Brady sends a fastball over. Handled well by the Eagles. They'll throw one, and they will find open floor right past the outstretched hands of Callie Golikers. 6-2. The Eagles starting to battle back. Brady catches the serve quickly. Is Bethany going to be able to send this one over? They are. The Eagles now with the chance to get their offense running. But a mis-set volleyball gives a point back to the Broncos. They were looking for number 6, Nyla Jones, on the far side. Bella Huckabee back on the floor, accompanied by number 28, Vivian Flinton. Flinton back to serve. Rolls that one over the top of the net, and that's a service ace for 2-8. Flinton has a knack for getting service aces on her first attempt every time she comes on. It's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. 8-2. Flinton swings, targeting Jones. A ball sent right back over quickly. Here comes Bethany. Huckabee swings, dealt with by the Eagles. They'll have to push one over. Here come the Broncos in rhythm in their offense. Saylor swings. Barely defended by the Eagles. They have a collision on their side of the floor, and Jones can't get it over the net. 9-2. That was just everywhere all at once for the Eagles. Chaos, really, on that defensive chain. They're able to defend against the serve, but Mangrum can't get it over the net. Broncos with a 10-2 lead here in set 2, and that's going to bring a timeout out of the Harding Charter Prep side. The Broncos going up big, 8 points here in set number 2.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer.
John Campbell is your local health market agent.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City. Here we are, back in the action in set number 2. 10-2, the whistle immediately blown. Looks like they're going to award a point to the Broncos, although I'm not sure what it was for on that one, unfortunately. 11-2, the Broncos up by 9. They held Harding Charter Prep to only 10 points in the first set. Flinton still back to serve for the Broncos. And she picks up another service ace. 12-2, the Broncos up 10. Harding Charter Prep has had a tough game so far. That's number 12, Mika Dodson. They immediately target Dodson, but that one falls too far. Service error, 12-3. I hear that the name might actually be Micah, so I apologize if I mispronounce. Number 8, Sasha House, back on the floor. Service error will give the point right back to the Broncos and put them up 10 one more time. 13-3. Number 2, Gracie Geisler back to serve for the Broncos. Whistle blown immediately. There, I think they might say stepped over the line. Again, it's hard to tell. 13-4. Number 22 of the Sailor back on the court now for the Broncos. It looks like the Broncos are just about as confused with what the call was as I am. But finally, they do get it worked out. 13-4. The serve will be with Harding Charter Prep. Lauren Burrows might be taking the floor here. They're working out the rotation. They're still discussing who's coming on and who's coming off. Currently 13-4. Okay, so Skylar Brady leaves the court. And here does come Lauren Burrows. Get 13-4. Bethany having to spread out the back line. They're going to attack Burrows immediately, but she's ready for it. Here comes Sailor with the swing, and that finds open ground. Emma Sailor puts the Broncos back up by 10 here in set number 2 in this match. O'Hearn back on the floor. Can't say I'm surprised that Harding Charter Prep targeted the newly subbed on Burrows, but we've seen Laura Burrows multiple times today. Now we're going to have a timeout taken from the Broncos side as they are, I guess, completely out of rhythm as far as the personnel goes. So we'll be back shortly.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
The total is 14-4 as we get back into the action. Gracie Geisler will be back to serve for the Broncos. Kelly Goliker steps off the floor. On comes number 10, Eliana Stewart. Geisler serve. Was the whistle just blown there? Oh, no, they say it wasn't. Okay, no play on. And good thing, too, because the attacking error gives a point back to the Broncos. 15-4. I mean, I think it's 15-4. The scoreboard has not updated from its 14-4 position. They just say replay the point. No, they finally gave it to him. Okay, 15. Well, make that 16-4 after another attacking error. The ball sent way too long, too much on them, not enough of a downward angle. It's hard to do in this sport, that is for sure. 16-4. Let's see if the Eagles can pick up a point here. Send it to number 9. The Broncos return fire. Here come the Eagles from the middle of the floor. Blocked at the net. O'Hearn can't come up with it. 16-5. Number 6, Nyla Jones with the serve for the Eagles. Gives a short one, but is defended by Bethany. They go for the center dump. The Eagles were ready for it. This time they'll play it on 3. O'Hearn swings. O'Hearn unable to find the right part of the floor. She sends it a little bit too far. 16-6. The Eagles still down by 10. Clinton back on the floor. They target Burrows. Stewart sends one over. Now the Eagles with a chance to pick up another point. But it's again sent too far. Multiple times they've done that this set just in the last few points. They've got to make some sort of adaptation for it. 17-6. Evans on the serve, mishandled. That's a service ace for 1-2. 18-6. Number 12, Micah Dodson back on the floor. In the backcourt with Nyla Jones. And I believe that is number 9, Rosalind Gregg. The Eagles play it on 2, but the Broncos defense was ready. Lauren Burrows sends it back over. There's the set. It goes to number 8. That was Sasha House. But nothing going on that offensive possession, 19-6. Another service ace gives the Broncos their 20th point of the set. 20-6. This one far and away going Broncos. Another ace on the ball that just barely skips over the top of the net. 21-6. Evans on the serve. Tried to do the same thing, but couldn't get that one over the net. 21-7. Number 14, Isabella Ramsey, will be back to serve for the Eagles. Couple key rotations here. 5 and 9. That's Cruikshank and Gregg head to the front court defense. McFall pushes one over. The Eagles trying to catch Broncos out of position. They're unable to do so. Geisler there with the dig. Stewart sends the ball over. It will be returned by Harding Charter, but inside out, 22-7. The Broncos 3 points away from taking this match. Well, the floor next to us looks like they're having a pretty good game. It's Weatherford versus Putnam City North in the first set, currently 19-18 Weatherford. Putnam City North apparently making a little bit of a comeback. In the meantime, the Eagles are able to pick up another point, 22-8. There's the serve from number 3, Ramsey. The Broncos looking to close this game out. Oh, but how about that? A nice kill right there. Nice link up from Mangrove and Gregg. 22-9. The Eagles at least trying to find 10. The point they were at in set number 1. Brady swings, and that's a kill for Skylar Brady. 23-9. Not too surprised by that one. Saylor just annihilated Skylar Brady's hand on that high five. I think she caught all wrist. That is a service ace, makes it 24-9. Game, set, match point. I'm going to have to ask them about that later. She sprinted on the court, got like a running start to it, and just smacked the daylights out of Skylar Brady's wrist. 14 O'Hearn back to serve. The serve is up, and what could be the final possession of this game, and it will be, as the offensive miscommunication rounds things out. 25-9, a set 2 victory for the Broncos. It was another dominant match for the Bethany Broncos. They defeat Harding Charter Prep 2-0. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this game, whether you're on YouTube or online on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We've got one more game, but not after a game break. The stream stays live. Don't go anywhere. The Broncos will be back to face Weatherford after this next game.